Hi guys, now we are going to see about a pentagonal pyramid problem. Let me see. A pentagonal pyramid, 25 mm side of base and 50 mm axis length, rest on one of its corner of the base. The corner on which it rests makes equal inclination with HP. Draw the projection of the pyramid when axis of the pyramid is inclined to HP at 40 degree and appears to be inclined to VP at 45 degree. So a short let me see, it's a pentagonal pyramid and the size is given 2550 and it rests on one of its corner of the base. Okay, pyramid rests on one of its corner and the axis is inclined to HP at 40 degree and the axis appears to be inclined. So this is very important now. So when it is given directly appears to be inclined to VP, we can take directly the angle for VP. Let me solve. How to solve? Take a line segment, line comment, and select continuous thin line for 0.13 mm thickness. Draw a horizontal line. This is the reference line. Mention the reference with a scale. I am taking 2 for the better visibility of X and Y here, VP and HP, right? Little bit move. Now what it is given is pentagonal pyramid. So the top view of the pentagonal we have to draw. Pentagon already we said it's a 5 sides, so degree we have to maintain properly. That is 25 mm side of first 0 degree and each side, that is 360 divided by 5, so we will get 72 degrees. Okay, first 25 0 and 25 72, then 144 degree, then 25 144 plus 72, that is 216, then 25 at 288. So now the pentagon is over. So let me make a group of it. Since all the entities are individual, select the pentagon and make it as a group. Now select command group and select the entities, enter. So this is pentagon. Now what the position given is one of its corner of the base. So we know already what is the corner position, how to keep the corner pentagon. So select and we have to rotate it. Go for rotate command and select one edge and we can rotate by keeping that it should be on one corner. Okay, so how we can rotate by bringing that one corner at the right side. This is the corner position we are going to keep in a projection of solid. So just I will move this here and we have to go for the top view. So when we are going the top view, apex, the center first we should know, and we can join all the things from each corners. This is the top view of the pyramid. So select 0.5 mm thickness and draw the lines from the corner. So now the pyramid, how it will look like from the top, this is what we have done. And we have to draw the front view by using by projecting the lines, the edges or the corners we have to project, and this is the center axis line. So this is the center, and from here if you see it will project at this, and the corner, resting corner, this is. So now it is projected. Draw the front view by joining these lines with 0.5 mm thickness one by one. So now the base of the pyramid is done, line. in the front view it will be, and axis is 50 mm. So we have to draw the axis first. It is not like the prism, you cannot draw the side first axis you draw. Select axis line, okay, select the center axis line, and from there for 50 mm length, so 50 for angle 90 degree. Now it is done, and we can join now the edges, that is the slant edges from each corners. So we can join with thin continuous line. We can select the continuous line with 0.5 mm thickness, join this, and we can join all the slant edges with the apex. So this is the apex. Okay, now we have drawn all this, and now mention the top view. Since it is a top view, we can reduce the scale for visibility, better visibility of all the numbers. So notation from the top, if you see that all the base points we come to know, and this is A, B, C, D, E we can mention. At the same time, in the front view, the apex is O dash, and the bottom of the axis it's a O1 dash. So now we will mention what is the front view when by seeing from the front. So A is a corner, where resting corner. So it in the front view I am going to type it as A dash, and here B is visible but E is not visible, so B dash and bracket, in bracket E dash. So in this side the C is visible and D is invisible, so we are keeping it in bracket D dash. Okay, just move and we can keep it. Now the front view on the top is over, so we can mention the dimension. Select the top also we have to mention here. O we can see, O1 we cannot see, so it is in bracket, and the dimension what it is given is 25 mm of side. Select it smart dimension and select the axis by using smart dimension command. So now the initial position of the pentagonal pyramid, the corner position we have kept, and the second position what we have to go is the axis is inclined to HP at 40 degree. So select all the entities, make it as a group first in the front view, select fully and make it as a group so that it will be easier for move and rotate. So select move command, copy, make a copy of it, select the entire and move with a point, whatever it may be, we can move a copy. We moved. Next, rotate command. By using rotate command, the axis question is the axis is inclined to HP at 40 degree. Now we have to be careful that if you select the axis rotation, what will happen? If you select the axis and if you rotate, it will rotate in axis, but the question given is it is resting on one of its corner of the base. It is resting on one of its corner, so the inclination we have to make with respect to the corner. So select rotate command and select that base. So don't go for the slant side and rotate here with the base. The rotation angle you can give, the rotation angle, that is already axis angle is 40 degree given. So now what we have to give is we have to give 50. So the 40 plus 50 will make a 90 degree. Why we are making 90 degree? Because that base will have a triangle and it consists of 180 degree. So this 50 of the base and the axis, now you can see that extend, if you go and extend the axis, it will give the triangle you can see here, that is totally 180 degree. So now the axis we can see it is 40. Okay, so 40 plus 50, this is 90 degree should come, but it is not to be mentioned over there. We need only 40 degree of the axis we have to show. So this is final, that is enough. While doing pyramid, be careful the rotation angle, how to do it. And the top, for drawing the top, just select a thin line command, and from each entity end points, so we are projecting the lines, and we can mention where A and A dash meets. So B and B dash meeting point, draw horizontal straight lines, project C with C, D and D, E with A dash line. So now all it is projected, the base is projected, and the apex, now we have to project the apex also. So from this apex point to that apex point O dash, draw a line, and if it is extra, then you have to make it a trim command. Exactly that line or intersection point you can make it. So now let me mention the names over here. It's a O, and where other things are meeting, so A and A, here where it comes A, yeah, this is A, and B, here the B will come, this is C, and D, E and E dash meeting point, so E. So A, B, C, D, E and O is done. Now we can for better understanding purpose, we can make points in the intersection with the 2 mm thickness for better understanding where the points are there. Don't get confused for joining the lines for that purpose. Now draw lines, join the base ABCD, exactly the end points you have to select, and it should be a thin line. Actually we can make it, we can convert this, no problem. The entire base, now select and make it into thin lines. While drawing it, the line itself, if we select a thin line, then it would be better, but we have done the points so that the 2 mm it was default. Now I have made as 0.13 mm thickness, just to understand the base is done, and join the corners with the apex. So we know that all the edges, slant edges, AO, BO, CO, DO and everything is getting joined. So here in the top view also we have to draw AO, BO, C to O, D to O and E to O. Just draw with thin lines first, then we can go for the visibility and the invisible lines, the hidden lines. When we are seeing from the top, first boundary, what are the boundaries there, make it as a visible boundary, that as a thickness, 0.5 mm thickness. Select the outer boundary first. These are all the maximum, the outer boundary. So select that and make it as a 0.5 mm thickness. So from the top, if we see, this is the boundary which is visible, and now you can see the C edge, C to O and D to O are also visible since it is the top. So select that edges and make it into 0.5 mm thickness visible. So now these are all the things, and but the A, you can see it is below to the axis line and it is with the reference line. So the edges AE and AB are hidden lines. So select that, the hidden lines, and that's it. So now AE, AB, these are all hidden lines, and remaining all visible lines. So now center line also we have to draw. The axis line is also important. Okay, and the AO, which is already it's a hidden line, so the AO, joining AO is also hidden. It should be hidden. So this is the view after inclination to 40 degree. Axis from this O1 dash to this O1 and O dash, also we have to select the intersection point properly. Select axis line. I am selecting point 5 for the visible. So now the axis is done. Mention that it is O1 and here it is that corner apex is O. Next what we have to say is axis is appears to be inclined to VP at 45 degree. In this case they have given appears to be, so 45 degree directly we can take it just by drawing a line from the reference line. Make a 45 degree line for the rotation easier thing. So 45 degree, just draw a line, extend the line 45 degree. It should be a thin line, continuous line. Select 0.13 mm thickness of that line. Select. Okay, fine. Now we can check the angle. First, before going to that, every time we have to check the angle whether it is correct or not. Finally it should not be a problem then. So now we have to rotate and keep it this view. Select fully, make it a group of it and move from the apex point and keep it on the line. Anywhere you can keep it, and we have to rotate. The axis should inline with the inclined line, so that O1 select and rotate, keep it here. There is no copy, directly rotate, fully rotate, just move and rotate. Now the top view is done. So front view we have to draw. Front view by drawing thin continuous lines. Select a point and extend the points in the front view by selecting this, where one axis line and all the edges project, as we know early how we are doing. So project all the things. A is already done and CD we have to. So from here all the edges A, let me go for zoom option, select zoom and we can make easily, and select thin projector lines. We can project from the top view to draw the front view. Thin 0.13 mm line thickness we have to select and we have to draw where A and A meets. So this A meeting here, B and B dash, it meets vertically. We have to go vertical, straight line, keep it. C with C dash, so C dash first draw that, project that one. From C to C dash, and then the corner edge point of this join with the D. Now A, B, C, D, E. E where it meets is here. So mention that, and apex O to O dash. Mention the names for the intersection points, that is O dash front view, so it is a dash. And wherever we need to make mark points for the better understanding, you can select a 2 mm thickness and we can, it is not mandatory, but for easy understanding purpose we can select a point with a 2 mm thickness. So that is the intersection point or end point of this. Right, it's done. Now we can go for joining all the boundary. As I said, we can go for boundary for connecting or the base. First we can complete the base. Letter make the letters A B C D for understanding where the base lies. So A B C D here, A dash B dash in front view, C dash here, the D dash will come, and the E dash. So the base we can join with thin lines. The pentagonal pyramid, it's a pentagonal pyramid. So first we make the ABCD the base, and the edges should join with the apex. So A O dash, B dash O dash, C dash O dash, all slant edges we can join with thin lines now. Later we can make it as which is visible, which is invisible. Okay, once if it is done. So this is the front view. After the inclination to VP 45 degree we will get it. Now the visibility. So what is visible, what is hidden? As I said, first make select the line thickness 0.5 mm line thickness, and we can make the we can select the boundary. So boundary in the sense which is coming out, the maximum outer lines select first for finding the layout, that is the boundary of the view. So now one important work is over. Second, when we see from this bottom, that is the front view will be, we come to know that we can see the base, bottom base we can see. So that base is visible fully. Select that in a 0.5 mm thickness. So we will get the base is visible, base fully visible, and the edges which is connected with the visible base is visible. So that also DC, BC, or we have to make it. And now a line which is passing through the visible base is a hidden line, that should be in hidden. Okay, so first let me see these outer bases how it will be. So this is the base. You can see this DOCO is visible, and the triangle, you can see a visible triangle and base, pentagonal base. Now these two lines, the slant edges crossing through the base, so it will be hidden. Okay, the EO and AO crossing through the visible base, so that it should be hidden. That's what easier understanding for this. And axis we have to mention. Select this, if it is not, zoom it and extend, and you can trim it. Or vertical line, it has to come, extend a point, or we can join, and it should be thin line. It's not a center line, it should be thin continuous line. So now the base point of the axis is done, the base end of the axis. Next we have to select axis from, this is the O dash point, from here O1 dash to O dash. So this is the axis line. Mention the name for it, O1 dash though, and then we can trim unwanted lines by selecting trim command. Select a trim command, the unwanted or extended lines, projected lines which are not necessary, trim it by using the trim command. right? So the dimensions, let me check, all dimensions should be present in this, so prism, and everything will be, this is fine.